What's up guys, it's me Frankie back again with another video, and I just got out of the shower and I feel absolutely amazing. But anyways, with that life update out of the way, earlier today I was wondering to myself, what am I going to make a video on? And then I saw this little clip right here of a bunch of people in what I can best describe as a bike parade. If you look close enough, you can see that not a lot of them are wearing masks. And that prompted the idea for today's video, which is basically me talking about everything that's been going on with COVID-19 and the specific restrictions that are about to come into place as of December 6th at 10 p.m., which, as of me recording this, will be the next day. From what I understand, these new restrictions are going to be pretty much the same ones that were put in place at the beginning of the lockdown in March. And looking at the data from all across America and California specifically, because that's the state that I live in, you're seeing that COVID cases are going up. And even before these new restrictions were announced, there was a lot of very, very quick restrictions that were being put in place. Like, I remember a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was just 1 week ago, I was going to go to a church event with about 10, 15 other people outside wearing masks. And the day after that, the county was going to make us go from whatever we were to like orange level. And then it was soon announced that the day after that, it would go to red, which is worse to my knowledge. And as of right now, we are going towards purple, which is also worse. But yeah, basically California is going to be under a lot stricter of a lockdown than it's been for a while, because as someone who delivers food for like DoorDash and stuff, I'll often see a lot of people out on Friday and Saturday nights at the place that I frequent for my deliveries. Now, don't get me wrong, none of these new restrictions that are being put in place came at a surprise to me. Honestly, I was surprised that they didn't happen sooner, because like I previously mentioned, and what most of you already know, is that the cases in America have been going up a lot recently. And looking at some of the data right now coming out of California, in just the last 7 days, we have seen around 115,000 new coronavirus confirmed cases. And you know, metrics like that are really concerning to a person who, for the most part, has been pretty much following the guidelines to a T. There may have been a few times where I went out, but other than those very small times where I have interacted with people outside of my household, for the most part, me and my family have been completely compliant with all of the regulations, the mask wearing, the social distancing, keeping away from people, all that stuff throughout this entire lockdown that we've been having. And to people like us, it's really, I guess, disheartening to see how much these cases have been going up, especially recently. I mean, personally, I think I have at least 6 separate masks in my car at all times. Now, that may sound like a lot, but there were a few times towards the beginning where I did end up going out to like get something for my family from the store, and I didn't have a mask, and I really don't want to make that mistake again, so that's why I have so many spares in my car. Also, the fact that overall I try to have a lot of useful things in my car at all times, like in my trunk I have a sleeping bag, a lawn chair, my scooter, and in my back seat I have a blanket, I have a couple of pillows, and even in my passenger side I have like a spare pair of footwear as well, along with a spare bag of clothes if like anything ever happens, like I get drenched in something. So yeah, if any sort of weird situation arises, I'll usually have something that will be able to help me in it. I guess the overall point of this video is to highlight my experience with the COVID restrictions that are going to be going into place tomorrow, and just seeing some of the things that people are doing just before those restrictions actually go into place. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the thing that spurred this video into existence was me seeing that, frankly, mob of people on their bikes just not wearing masks, usually not following social distancing, because at one point I saw them stopped at like a crossroads, and there was at least 15 or so people that were just like clumped up, like showing people what way to go. Not to mention the other amount of people that were just going. I don't know, it was a really weird experience for me, because honestly, I mean, I get it, not wearing a mask when you're going out on a bike ride by yourself. Certainly that's something that I have done quite a bit throughout this entire lockdown season that we're in. Whenever my mom would try and get me out of the house to like exercise, I would hop on my bike and just ride down to one of the schools nearby and just like do some basic exercises while I was there. Which, I mean, I was alone most of the time, and when there were other people, they were quite a bit away from me, so there wasn't really any chance of any of us catching anything from each other. So I felt pretty safe not having a mask with me when I went out for that. But looking at this like group of people that was like all together in this like basically bike parade, that's a completely different story. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I think the one thing that I want to, I guess, drive home to you guys is to make sure that you're wearing your mask whenever you're in situations that would involve a lot of people in pretty condensed spaces, even if it's outside. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed me rambling for however long this video ends up being. And if you enjoyed, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.